The D, man.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?
Yo, it's your boy D's Media back again with another video. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel on the road to 100K. Today we're going to talk about, man, that boy Lil Zay and Lil Deuce just went off, man, on THF, Lil Law. And everybody that's calling that man a snitch, man, let's jump straight into it.
You internet every day and talk about these everyday gang. Who's spanking this? From interviews to my live to text messages to phone calls. But soon as I get on the interview, you feel me, and say some snitch, he talking too much, he this, he that. You go home, nigga, get in the field. I don't even supposed to be talking like this on here, but I'm just telling y'all, gang. Stop DMing me, stop texting me, stop sending what I said in that interview. I ain't never snitched, I ain't never told on a nigga. But all your friends is rats, though. All your friends is rats, though. All y'all niggas got paid.
I'm going to say this, Zay. Hey, man, you reap what you sow. You know what I'm saying, Shorty? You got up on that podcast. You thought it was a good idea to talk all of this incriminating stuff about stuff that you had going on in prison, to bang out with THF, Lil Law, and you, King, all types of stuff you ran your mouth on. And the only reason why it went so viral, bro, is peep this. We ain't never seen that come from Lil Zay. Regardless of whether you like his music, regardless if you call his teeth big or whatever, dude ain't never, ever had a piece of paperwork or him telling. Dude ain't never went on no interviews, no nothing talking crazy. Now his music, yeah, his music, he talk crazy all day. That's why the world was shocked. That's why the world is looking at you, Lil Zay, like, dang, Zay, that's how you coming out of everybody, trench baby? I just feel like, man, no jumper has a job to do. And at the end of the day, I had to change my assessment on going off on them dudes, because at the end of the day, those dudes get paid to put out content. If you ain't smart enough to go on a platform with all of these cameras and all of these people watching you and know what to say and what not to say, any situation you put yourself in, you gotta own up to that. Cause I be going off on Adam and Remo, but at the end of the day, they get paid to do a job. It may not be a question that I will ask or maybe that you will ask, but they know what's going to break the internet. They know what to do to get their views up. They know if it's a boring interview, ain't nobody going to like it. But the thing that I call Adam bogus and Remo bogus is, do y'all really care about the people that get locked up behind the questions that you ask? Or do it fall back into the presence in the context of, well, you know what to say and what not to say. But at the same time, you don't lead nobody to no trap. You feel me? That's how I feel. But I felt like Lil Zay, you got to take that on the chin. You think Lil Law wanted to turn on the news? Turn on the TV. I said the news. Turn on the TV and get all of these screen recorded posts and be tagged in all this junk saying that y'all two got into a bang out? You got to take everybody into consideration. See, right now, you only thinking about yourself. Oh, bro, I ain't say no names, bro. It was already out there. Like, I get it, bro, but imagine how Lil Law and all the dudes that got into it with you and did some serious stuff on the streets, they looking at you sideways. Regardless of how you felt like, oh, I ain't say nobody name. I ain't say this place and that place, but bro, you spoke a little bit too much. And it disappointed me, though, because I'd have never would have thought that would have came from Lil Zay. I expect these young dudes to go on No Jumper and get to talking crazy. Lil Zay been in this junk for a while. Even before he started rapping, he had a name on the low end. You know what I'm saying? It just shocked me, and it made me a little disappointed to see that a lot of these rappers, man, that's going on these podcasts just to say something, to get their music sales up, to get back relevant, you know, to stay in the good graces of the public. But to me, Lil Zay, I felt like you was wrong for that, man, point blank, period. And how you know you was wrong is you can't pull up an interview or a clip or a live of you ever saying something incriminating like this. I done seen this man tweak with dudes on live, all of that. He ain't never took it to the extent like this man just did on No Jumper. And at the end of the day, you got to accept the consequences that come behind that. You know, when dudes say leave it in the street, it's leave it in the street. It ain't leave it in the streets until I go on the YouTube channel. It ain't leave it on the streets until I go on the stream. It ain't leave it on the streets until I jump on the internet. If you leaving something in the streets, you leaving it in the streets. But a lot of y'all young dudes gonna find out the hard way, and it's sad as ever. It's gonna cost y'all freedom or y'all life. But you know, I love y'all, man. I definitely appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. But just know what you're saying when you get on this podcast. the end of the day, everybody got a job. Content creator got a job to ask silly questions, and it's your job not to answer them. If you dumb enough to get on there and answer them and say criminating things, if you notice, every time he told a story, Adam and Remo shut up and let him talk, right? Because they led you to the bait. They just want to ask you something to see if you're going to go for it, to see if you're not. You don't go for it, all right, let's go to the next police question. If you go for it, go ahead, run your mouth. Y'all dudes better catch on, man. You know, listen, you got to set responsibility for whatever come out your mouth. Everybody know when you jump on here, you say something on the internet, it's hard for it to get deleted. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all so much. Peace, positivity, network growth. Let's save these kids and they never too late. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. The D man.
Yeah, shout out my nigga from D's Media, you feel me?